Hello YouTube and welcome to yet another Dakrcraft Buildteam Update video. There's been quite a few of these, and I think once we've got the ball rolling there's going to be less. I'm going to maybe try to do one a week to keep everybody else updated with what the build team are doing once we actually get started. It's taken a while to get started, but I think it's good because that way we're not rushing into it. Anyway, what's happening now is I did a video saying that I want you guys all working on one plot, and you, or some of you at least, have got together and started to do that. But obviously not everybody has. Now I am going to start kicking people out of the build team for being inactive, simply just because, you know, if you're not going to be there, then, you know, we don't need you there. Stuff like that. What else do we need to talk about? Skype. Yes, we now have a Skype chat. Now if you don't have a Skype login, go get one. It's really easy. It's free. Doesn't cost anything. You don't need to be able to call. It's just mainly a chat. When we're talking in the chat, keep it strictly sort of build team related. Keep it related to the plot or what we're doing. Don't be like, oh yeah, who wants to come do this for me? Oh, blah 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 blah. Because we've had a lot of that already. It's cut down quite a bit because I've mentioned it a few times. That's just because people in different time zones, like if all the European build team members are chatting about something, and then, like, you know, someone from America comes on and they want to look at something, they want to see what's been going on in the chat. They don't have to scroll through like 500 messages of like, so's your mum kind of chat, which is kind of similar to what we were getting the other day, which was really, really annoying. So what we're doing now is working on one plot, and the plot is Gamberman's plot, I think. We also have the co-team leaders. We now have Gorilla Plays MC, because he came up with the concept that everybody wanted for this thing, and we had the vote on the forums. If you've not voted, it's too late. It was only open for 3 days. I did do a video about it. Did try to tell everybody about it. That just means that you're inactive, and, you know, it's your fault for not being on to vote. So Dark Warrior _2000 is the other co-team leader. So between them, they're going to organise and sort of plan everything out. I mean, everyone's going to plan everything out, but they're going to organise, you know, what you're building and when and who gets to build where, that sort of stuff. And if there's a dispute, then it's going to come down to like me or Knives to sort of settle that, since, you know, we're the main leaders of the build team. Noisy bike going past. I don't know which one's Gamberman's plot. I think it's this one. Let's see. Let's look at the signs. Gamberman, purple. Yes. So this will be the main plot that we're going with, and this looks quite nice. Now we do need to remember that we're going to have this as the main spawn, or the main medieval spawn. A lot of people have been complaining about modern spawns, and there was a big discussion about it on Skype last night. So we're going to have the P spawn as a modern spawn. I don't know how that's going to work out yet, who's going to be organising what. Hopefully it's going to get started in the next couple of weeks. Right now Quit's just quite busy, so we can't get online. Zarius is obviously always busy, being full-time dad and all that. So it might be that I have to get players together, or I'll ask Zarius and Quitster to put a few names together, and those guys can build the spawn. But each spawn needs to have the different signs for, obviously, what you need to look for modern, what we need to look for medieval. We're going to have slightly different categories, I think. This is something that Zarius has asked for. So we need to have all that, and it needs to be clearly laid out. Like, you don't want to be walking down narrow streets and alleyways trying to, you know, getting lost trying to find a rule board. It should just be right in front of you in a big letters, you know. So there should be, especially for the medieval one, I'm thinking maybe like a small square, and, you know, in each sort of side of the square you've got 4 boards full of all the information that you need, something like that. And then you could have like all the cool stuff. Like, we came up with an idea for like a 17th century fort castle, which were like pentagon and round, and they look pretty cool. And yeah, so this is the plan. This is looking really nice. If you're part of the build team and you have Skype, or you're going to get Skype, you need to either PM one of the build team members on the forum your Skype name, so they can add you and add you to the chat. If you're not too bothered about random people adding you on Skype, because you can just always decline it, you can put it in a comment of this video below, and then, like, you know, somebody else can sort it out that way. Or, as some people have done, you can put your Skype name on the back of your wool, which is what a few people have done, and that's how we've got some of those members on Skype. There's I think we've got about 8 members in the chat at the moment, and there's 15, 16 here, and some of them need to be removed because they haven't been online for like 4 or 5 weeks, so they're clearly not coming back. Anything else that I need to go over? I think Saturday I want everybody who's part of the build team to come on. I'm not sure what time. Probably, like 3-4 p.m. GMT is maybe best for everybody. I don't know. It's sort of mid-afternoon in England, so it's good for like people who are European and like people who are in America. That's sort of in the morning, mid-morning, I think. So I think that might be a nice time for everyone to try get online. You can organise it in a Skype chat. Dark Warrior and Gorilla Plays MC are going to be organising that. In fact, Dark Warrior did ask if he could be in this video, but I'm kind of rushing this because I need to get quite a lot done today. So sorry about that, Dark. But yeah, so people are going to be getting online Saturday to completely finish this plan. Once it's finished, I'm going to raise it up in the air, so it's like a reference point, and then you're going to get started on one of the corners. So probably like this corner, get the terrain done, and move you on to another one. You can get the terrain done for that. Move on to the next one. You can get the terrain done for that. And you're just going to do it in like squares. Once all the terrain's done, that's when you're going to go back over and start working on like the naturalizing and the not terrain, the cities and the forts and forests and all that kind of stuff. If you're doing large forests, don't use cobblestone walls and meta fences because it will create a hell of a lot of lag for the server and players who don't have great PCs or great internet connections. So just bear that in mind. I'll keep reminding people to do that when we get onto making trees. And I think that's about it for this video. Quite a lot of information to get in at once. If you have to, go rewatch the video. Main thing is Skype. People who are in the build team need to get the Skype sorted out and added so that we can all get together on things. Nice little plan going here. But yeah, that is it for the video, guys. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one.